I'm Darren, I'm from Movie Reviews 101, and today we're going to talk about Rampage. Directed by Brad Payton and starring Dwayne Johnson, Naomi Harris, Malin Ackerman and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. The story here follows a primatologist, David Okoye, Mr. Dwayne Johnson, the primatologist, who works with gorillas, and he has a close friend which is an albino gorilla named George. But when genetic material falls from space, because that's where you do genetic experiments now, George becomes infected and starts growing at a rapid, aggressive rate, along with a wolf and a crocodile. I say it like that because I couldn't work out whether it was a crocodile or alligator, and they didn't seem to tell me. Come on, boys, it's not hard. And they turn into unstoppable killing machines, and Davis must work with former scientist or former employee of the evil company Energize, Kate Caldwell, to stop George from hurting everyone and people getting killed unnecessarily. This is big, big blockbuster material, popcorn fun. I'm going to go into Darren's apps. The three things I like the most about this movie. The first thing is, this is actually the first video game movie, I think, that I've played the game. And I thought, how in the blue hell will they make this a story? Because the game is you running up a building as one of these creatures and bashing buildings down. That's it. Well, that's what I remember anyway. It's a PS1 game. It's PlayStation before it had a number game. Come on. But anyway, this actually worked really well for a blockbuster. It was very simple. It was giant monsters beating buildings down. And people, this military, trying to blow them up. Who'd have known? This was fun. It was like what you would imagine a Godzilla to be if nobody knew what was going on. It's what Transformers probably should be. It's what Pacific Rim Uprising should have been. And it gets everything right. It knows it's over the top. And story works, ticks all the boxes you need it to do. You have fancy title, evil person, monsters. But what more do you need? But number two is the fact that the action sequences are massive, big scale stuff. They do build up slowly with a few breakout moments and a few like smaller bits, and until you get to the final half an hour, which is just bash, stuff blowing up, and it's like, I'm happy. And my final thing is, I actually quite like the villains of Claire and Brett Wydan. They are they feel very cartoonish, but again, it works for this movie because it's a video game movie. They felt like one was super smart and always had a plan, and the other one was running around like, oh my god, we're going to get arrested, we're going to die. And it was fun. It was just, yeah, I just liked watching them. They just click for what it is. You don't need much backstory to them. You can understand what they're doing and how they're just like rich people trying to get out of probable prison time. Yeah, I think that might be. It's just weird that it was fun just watching them plan and scheme, trying to it's like, damn, that she got away again, because they're trying to kill Kate for most of the movie, and it's like, we should have got away with that. No. But anyway, that's the ups. There's downs. Now this was harder than it should be, and I feel like I'm nitpicking here. But my first one is, I do think this is slightly too serious for the first 2/3. Part of me felt like this should be a really tongue-in-cheek action movie. Certain parts of it are really comical. You'll see that when you see most of the interactions between George and Davies. But then everything just turns really serious, and it almost gets a bit too dark for like a younger audience, especially when the monsters are just squatting people left, right and centre. That's the first one. My second one is Jeffrey Dean Morgan. well, I like his character as basic. Won't get into details of what his character is. He is basically just being Negan again, and I'm a bit tired of Negan. Like, Walking Dead this season has been such a fest, and it's just, even though Negan was the only character I really liked in the last few seasons, it's just, this stick is getting a bit boring now, and he's just doing it in this movie. Not impressed with that. And the last thing is, we do have a few characters we meet that kind of disappear. Like, they don't die. Trust me, they don't die. Mainly the people that work with Davis, and he has his best buddy, seemingly Nelson, and he got two interns. Like, one's flirting with him, one's like the guy with all the cocky stories and gets put in his place quite quickly. They just all just vanished. I was like, oh, so where's Nelson? Or where's the girl that fancies rock? Or where's the guy that talks too much? Oh, well, fair enough. Fair enough. Never mind. And that's a bit confusing, and that sort of leads into, there are a few like cutscenes that seem like something has happened that shouldn't. That you've missed a little point. Like, there's an example of when Davies is taken to be interviewed as such, where Agent Russell, for some reason, he's handcuffed, and he's done nothing wrong. I'm not gonna lie, him and Goldbow are just being like, they're like this. So like, why are they being handcuffed? They're meant to be there to help, but anyway, this is a big, dumb action movie that is everything you want on the outside. You know it's going to be over the top. You know you're going to enjoy yourself. So sit back, watch it, eat your popcorn, and get ready for the rating of a 4-star. Thank you. I give it this high rating because I love dumb fun, and sometimes you just need it. This clicks all the buttons. It's one of my new favourite video game movies, which is strange because I said this last month with Tomb Raider. Yeah, I would enjoy this movie more than any other video game movie. Yes, think about it that way. Tell me what you thought of Rampage, and did you lose any brain cells watching it? I've been Darren, and I'll say thank you for watching, and I'm going to go and do what I do best. Watch movies.